it looks like hopefully we should be back as Lake Worth, if you did miss it, they just got the 2-point conversion, a throw to Cam Kimball as a great tackle there by number 16. That is none other than Craig Williams. Matter of time before he made a big play. A big tackle there.
And I should update that score, definitely.
Yes,
Let
you
me
should.
update the score.
As now we are back, guys. 6-11 in the third quarter. The Frogs tied up now with Gainesville. 21-21, 6-11 to play, guys. It's gonna be a close one. I hope not, but I'm kind of getting that feeling here.
It's gonna be, you know, who's got more gas, you know, and I don't mean from the taco casa we ate. I'm talking about who's going to be able to you know, outlast the other one is what's going to come down to. And the handoff goes up the middle. Number 4 gets out to the right-hand side, goes off tackle. Bullfrogs finally bring him down after he gets a gain of about 8 yards.
So there again, I will let y'all know it is 21-21, 5 of 50 in the third quarter. As Gainesville, 2nd down and 2. And the Bullfrogs have to stop this run game. And here we go. Snap is high, and they hand it off once again. And finding a hole and getting about 10 yards or even more, about 10, maybe 12 yards on the play. As Gainesville continues to run down this Bullfrog defense.
We got to get somebody to fill that gap right up the middle, man. They're reading something off of that right tackle or right guard left guard combination.
Yeah, they're looking like they're able to create holes. It's like the Red Sea being split wide open before our eyes as 2 backs in the backfield now, along with the quarterback number 9, and dropping back. They're gonna throw this one, taking a shot deep downfield. And a pick! It's a pick! And that is Demarion Pulte. He's got room to run. He's up the middle. He's at the 40. Baby. He's going past midfield.
Go,
he's got some blockers trying to cut it back. And he's going to get Joey.
There it was. I told you they were not going to sleep on that. His receivers outrun his throw every time, leaving the defender underneath. Demarion Pulte played that perfectly. He kept his eye on the receiver, and right about 10 yards out of the ball coming, he turns around, scoops and goes. What I was laughing at there at the end is Demarion Pulte had a chance to cut back through, and the lineman, you don't do these type of drills. I mean, you do them, but you really don't practice, you know, return drills a lot. You know, when you do that, you try to put a hat on somebody. And right as the lineman was getting ready to help out the block, Demarion cut it back, ended up running the lineman. The lineman just grabbed him and pushed him forward. It's great.
Hey, but there you go, a big play by the Bullfrog defense as Caleb Welch rolling out to his left, gets this one out. He has a receiver open.
There's Junior.
And it was Junior Sessions on the catch and bouncing back. There you go.
Yeah, Junior Session, you know, he got that one in, fought forward. Good first down play for the Bullfrogs as they only have 3 more yards to go. There is no other feeling than whenever you have your first down and you complete a 7-yard pass and you got 3 yards to go. That's a good feeling because you can do so much more. Right now, you got 2 guys split out and watch a little run action.
Let's see if they take a shot here. It'd be a good opportunity. They're going to pitch it to Damian Moore. He's got some space. He's got the first down and more. He's going to get down to the 30, so about 4 yards past the first down marker, and the Frogs looking to put some pressure here on Gainesville.
Yeah, and it looks like I thought there was – oh, nope. There's a player down on the field. He
is there a flag?
No. There's a player down right here.
Yeah, but I think there might be a flag right behind the white hat. I think he's picking it up right now. And so it did look like there's a flag on the play. The Bullfrogs move back. I see the marker move back, so only can assume.
Josh, did you catch that call?
No, I lost it because I seen the guy go down. I didn't even see the penalty get thrown. But it had to be an offsides because it was thrown by the umpire. I mean a holding because it was thrown by the umpire.
Yeah, that would be my guess as well.
Josh, while we're waiting on this, give us a little breakdown of the responsibilities of the calls of the referees and explain to everybody who's umpires, who's line judge, who's back judge, all that stuff.
Okay, so the white hat is your referee. He is the one that's going to make all calls and talk to the coaches. Your guy that's in the middle of the field that's doing all the ball spotting and is right behind the linebackers is your umpire. He's the one that helps the referee protect the quarterback and count your linemen and count everybody on offense. The guy that's on the side of the chains, that's called your head linesman. He's the one that controls the down marker and the chains. The guy that's on the opposite side over here that's directly across from him is called the linesman. That's basically the guy that's helping him spot when the ball does go past the first down or spotting the ball on the opposite side. And sometimes you'll have 2 more guys down on the side. They're called the flanks. And then you have your guy that's behind the safety. That's called the back judge, which is the position I would have been. And that's covering all downfield wide receiver contacts, protecting the kick returners and punt returners of that sort.
Well, the back judge got a big responsibility.
Yes, because he's the one that runs the most the entire time, and he has to keep an eye on the clock.
Wow. There you go.
So trips out right for the Frogs. Caleb Welch in shotgun and a false start. So that's going to bring the Frogs back another 5 yards. Quick shout out. That is exactly, hey, for those of you who don't know, maybe it's your first time tuning in. Yes, I do coach here in Lake Worth at the middle school, as well as I help out with the high school here occasionally, especially during the summertime. But I am a teacher. And there's one of my students in class telling me they're doing their work while watching the game, and that's the best way to watch a game. So, hey, shout out to you, getting your work done and watching some football on a Friday night. As here come the Frogs, 2 in the backfield, shotgun for Caleb. He's rolling out to his right. He's going to fire this one, and it's over the head of Isaiah Hall, and it is picked off. And he's going to go out of bounds as that throw sailed just a bit, and a turnover here for the Frogs.
Yeah, he just missed Mark Fulkerson wide open down the sideline. There was nobody there. He didn't. I don't know if he looked at Pultz or looked at Hall and saw Mark and kind of went in between the two. That's exactly what it looked like. Man, that was an opportunity there. The Bullfrogs defense, they're turned up and they're fired up. So let's see if they can get a stop and force these Gainesville Pirates to go, or it's Pirates, right?
Leopards.
Leopards. Why did I say Pirates?
I don't know.
That's Cranberry Pirates. Sorry, it's the G. It's the G's throwing me off. The G and the internet. The internet and the G's.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. We still out here as
new quarterback.
New quarterback for Gainesville, and they're going to run this ball. Again, Craig Williams in pursuit. He's got a piece of the jersey and throws him out of bounds. So, gain of about 4 or 5 yards there. It could have been more. But Craig Williams using that man strength, throwing that guy out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't, we don't talk about injuries or anything here, but the quarterback, the main quarterback, is not in the game. He plays both offense and defense, and he's not in the game. So I'd be curious of what that looks like moving forward. But here they go. They hand the ball off. Ball goes up the middle to number 2. He runs up the middle, virtually untouched, and the ball goes on the ground. And they're saying it was down by contact, virtually untouched, and there's nothing that'll drive a coach more insane than when somebody tries to hand tackle somebody and doesn't just lay a hat on them.
And that's, it doesn't matter right now, I guess, who the quarterback is at this point if you're just going to be able to run the ball straight through the middle of the field and gain 10, 15, 20 yards. And now 2 in the backfield along with the new quarterback and 1 receiver on each side of him. And the snap is high. They hand it off once again, bouncing outside, and there's a flag on the play. He does get into the end zone, but I'm awaiting the call on the field. Josh, did you see anything?
Yeah, there was a holding. There was a holding offense.
Oh, thank
heaven for
right?
holding on number 11. Was that? I don't know if that was who it was, but I thought it sounded good.
Yeah. But here
Actually,
we go.
it was number 77.
Okay, come on.
Oh, thank heaven, holding on 77.
Oh, that works.
I like that. It's better. It's better.
Yeah.
It works. Good job. Good fit, Josh. Way to cover that up. The Bullfrogs needed that because what the Leopards are doing is every time they hand that ball off left or right, they're pulling the opposite tackle is coming across the line as that lead blocker, and you'll watch as they pull those guys every time.
And here we go, another handoff. Why not? But this time the Frogs finally are able to answer the call. About time, a gain of 1 on the play, and it's going to be 2nd down from the 14-yard line. So it's 2nd and goal from the 14.
Hey, I'd like to give a big shout-out to Joe McDaniel. Joe McDaniel, the Lake Worth historian, as we like to call him. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, George Smith is up here in the box helping out tonight. He said to tell you hello, sir. Hello, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.
And here we go, the snap and another handoff. Why not? And the Frogs hold them up at the 10-yard line and finally get a push. And so that's going to bring up 3rd and goal at the 10. So a big opportunity for the Frogs to get out of a sticky situation.
Yeah, so I think I have it pinpointed down of why the Frogs are having an issue with that. They've seen the starting quarterback run the ball so much. There's a lot of eyeing on him because he pulls it so big and barrels forward. Now they're going to balance that out of who's on who.
And now a QB draw trying to bounce outside. We'll see if the Frogs can get to him. Craig Williams stops him with some help from Isaiah Hall, and he's going to be brought down at the 5. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. No movement from the sideline. Actually, here comes a sub. 2 subs, 3 subs. Is this the kicking team? 4 subs. We'll see. And it looks like it may be, as Gainesville just wants the points.
Hey, and you can't blame him at this point. The Bullfrogs now have stopped him. Their starting quarterback, I don't see him. He's not in the game. He wasn't in the game for the whole series. And so, they're going to have to try to take what they can get here. The Bullfrogs can get a little piece of this or.
And it's blocked! And it's being fought over. And
so it's no good.
Yeah, they can't. It's no good. You
can't advance it. You cannot advance
exactly.
it. Cannot advance. Offense cannot advance a blocked field goal.
They cannot advance a blocked field goal. That is lovely.
I love you, Josh, because look at the coaches from Gainesville. They're making an argument like we scored a touchdown, but if you know the rules, like we have one of our officiating crew.
Technically, the person that can return that is the kicker. If he were to pick it up and return it, because.
Well, so I think that what Gainesville was trying to say was that Lake Worth recovered it and the ball was stripped, is what they were saying. So it was a turn of possession to try to get the ball there. There's too much pop and go there to really determine that. And this is not the NFL, so we're not doing any replays.
Exactly.
So.
Unless it's blatantly obvious, the referees are going to stand on the side of the rules because they're being watched for the rules.
And there you go. As now Caleb under center. So here comes the offense. Cam Kimball with the ball. He's fighting through, and he gains. Oh, man, he was still on his feet. Gains a first down, just fighting through the middle of the field. So maybe we don't have the speed that Gainesville has through that middle, but we have the power and the workhorse Cam Kimball fights up for the first down, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter as it's all tied up, 21-21.
I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's me just because I'm so invested in the team. I get emotional, right? It's 21-21, 12 minutes ago. Who cares about the previous 36 minutes of play? Nobody does. The score is 0-0 in my book right now. It's 0-0, 12. But the only thing that's different right now is who's got gas.
And I mean, look at this right now. This is almost like perfect situation. Lake Worth has the ball. It's almost like they just got a kickoff or something. We're starting out with the ball, so we're receiving in the 4th quarter to start this one out. We got 1 quarter, 12 minutes of football to play, and Lake Worth has a chance to get up the lead. So like you said, it's 0-0, maybe 7.
And I'm not going to be surprised here if the first play. Well, actually, I know what we're going to see here. We're going to see the Bullfrogs keep pounding the ball. That's what you're going to see. But the last go-round, that interception, I know the coaches saw the mismatch, and they're going to try to look for that same matchup with Mark Fulkerson out on the right-hand side, mismatched with that quarterback over there. The same set, you're going to see that.
And here we go. So it's a run play to Damian Moore. He's got some room to run. He's going to try to bounce this outside, way past the first down marker, still on his feet. And past the 40-yard line, down to the 42, and a great run by the young sophomore, Damian Moore.
Great job reading his blocks. What he had to do there is he had to make a choice as he approached Demarion Pulte, and Pulte was on his block. He had to make a choice to either go inside or go outside. He juked outside and went inside. The blocker was still able to shed Pulte, but not before Damian Moore could get far enough past him that he couldn't make the tackle. So it's a great job. He got tackled from behind, but as he pushed forward, great gain for the Bullfrogs.
And here we go. Caleb under center, and there's the trap play. It's Cam Kimball. He's got some room. He bounces it out to the left. He's got more room. He's going to jog out of bounds as a gain of 20 or 18 on the play down to the Gainesville 40. And here we go. So Bullfrogs marching down the field. And you know what, Joey? You know, you retracted your statement, which is a great thing because pound the ball, I guess. And
Yeah. Yeah, and
safe bet.
I just saw one of the Bullfrogs came off the field with a heavy cramp. You can just kind of just tell. He's like, I can't move my foot. And then those cramps, as it happens out here playing at a high level, you know, you start cramping up a little bit.
And here we go. Caleb under center again. 2 out to the right. And they're going to hand it off to Damian Moore straight up the middle. A flag on the play on the far sideline, I believe.
I wonder if they're going to call that on the alignment on the receivers.
We'll see here. Josh, what did you see? 25 down to the 20. And a great run once again by Cam Kimball.
Oh, we got a flag.
But I do. Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, I see it.
Man.
I'm messing with you.
You're trying not to see that one? Is that what it was, Chris?
Hey, shh.
The holding
Maybe
comes
feedback.
back. And the holding comes back from the spot of the hold, not from the start of the down. So basically it's going to be first down from the same exact spot. Or no, I take that back. They marked it off 10 yards from where the foul happened. It's second down, but it's 2nd and 10 because the foul happened 10 yards down the field. So the ball marked it. And Josh, you should be talking about this, not me.
It's because holding is a spot foul.
There you go.
Unless it's right at the line of scrimmage or behind the line.
And Damian Moore gets the pitch, and he's going to be met at the 38-yard line. And the Frogs have a 3rd down and 8 yards to go. A big 3rd down here. So we have 10 minutes left, and we're going to have a little bit of a break right now. But the Frogs in a bit of a interesting situation just past midfield at the 38. They've had some success running the football, but now we got to figure out what they're going to go to here. Do they throw the ball? They've had a lot more success on the ground, but we all know Caleb Welch is one of the better quarterbacks, and you know, you just know he's going to connect at least once. And he's got trusted receivers out there, Mark Fulkerson, Isaiah Hall, and we'll see what they go here. They go with the I formation. We've been seeing a lot of that trap pitch, and they're going to go back to the trap. Cam Kimball with the ball. He bounces out to the left. He's got the first down and more. He's going down to the 20, the 15, 10, and he's down to the end zone. Touchdown! Bullfrogs! They take the lead with 9:53 in the 4th quarter.
Yes, sir. That's what I'd like to see. This is the thing we talked about offline. I'm going to bring it to the forefront now. Okay, I'm not afraid to bring it to the forefront now. This is what I'm going to say. There's something that has happened with Cam Kimball the last couple of games.
Yep.
Last couple of games. The kid has a heck of a second gear. When I say second gear, if you start out in second gear, you notice the speed burst isn't super fast.
Yeah.
He took that second gear out and started out in first. He peeled out on that one and went, and Polito just punched it in to make it 28-21. But Cam Kimball has been starting out in that first gear.
Yes.
He was starting out, you know, he has that power, so he tends to grind it deep, starting out in second. He's dropped it down. I mean, Damian Moore starts out in first gear and almost stays in first gear the whole time, doesn't know how to get into second. Cam Kimball's always started out in second. Now he's used his first gear, got out of there. That's the biggest burst I've ever seen out of him. And what a great job, great reading his blocks, and to get downfield. That's the fastest touchdown that I've seen from that young man since watching him play. That was a great job, finding where you need to go, watch your blockers, and then getting down the field.
And credit to Cam, the last 2 games has played out of his mind. He, you know, started out a little slow this year, but he's coming in at the end of the season and making a huge difference here on this Bullfrog team. So credit to Cam and Damian Moore being able to run the ball. And they're going to the same 2 plays, basically, the pitch or the trap. And right now, Gainesville does not have an answer for it as Lake Worth continues to pound the football. 9:53 left here in the 4th quarter. Lake Worth will kick it off. We'll see if they go for another squib kick. Of course, a kick return in the 2nd quarter for Gainesville. Got to be on the mind of the Bullfrogs here. So we'll see what the answer. This is going to be the question. I'm expecting squib or maybe a pooch to the right side. They got a little bit of space over there. They're going to go ahead and pooch it left. It's near the sideline. It's going to stop and stay in bounds. The Frogs have it. The Frogs have it. A tentative. Oh, no. somehow there was a
No, see what he says. They pulled it down when he's on the ground. No, sir.
Oh, wow.
He was on the ground. My goodness.
Hey, I will let you
Hey,
know, Joey.
hey.
I'm going to look at the film tonight. I will look at the film tonight. But what a play by the Frogs. The return man was convinced that was going out of bounds. He let the ball sit. And, man, I could have sworn the Frogs came up with that one.
That didn't determine him. I thought he would have been determined down, holding on to the ball, and it looks like that guy stripped it from him while he was laying on his back.
Remember what you just said, and that's how you get an inverting whistle, because you blow it before you think that what happens.
Yep.
You got to make sure it happens first.
And now a run play and a solid gain on first down from Gainesville. A gain of about 6 on the play.
Yeah, the Bullfrogs really got to stop that. They have a fresh running back in there, number 2. He hasn't ran the ball a lot. I think he's normally a wide receiver, but he's in there as one of the running backs.
As now the snap is high. They're going to hand it off once again. Gainesville has had a lot of success and continues to have success running up the middle of the field. And you can see it looks like some of the Gainesville players, though, looking to – I mean, they're looking a little bit tired.
Yeah, they're trying to hang in there, though. I mean, they're still moving the ball, so, they can't be that tired. The Bullfrogs have to close up that middle and have to shut that down.
And here we go. First down and 10. High snap once again, but this is going to be handed off here. And met at the line of scrimmage, finally brought down. So that's going to be a gain of about 3 yards on the play. We'll see where they spot it. One side judge at the 40, the other at the 39. So we'll see where the spot is here, and they're going to spot it at the 39-yard line. Come on. Let's go, defense. Let's get a stop here.
Let's go, D.
Second down and 7 yards to go. The Frogs, if they get a stop here and score, this game could be all Frogs. If they get this stop right here, right near midfield, 2 in the backfield, 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right, and they hand it off once again. And they're going to try to pound it up the middle, and they find a seam, and the first down for Gainesville. Man, the run is just consistently up the middle. The Frogs cannot get a stop.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing Cam Kimball is doing to them, is that running back is just slow playing, watching his blocks happen, and the Bullfrogs aren't continuing to go forward. They're trying to read him instead of going forward through their guys to get where they need to go. Everybody's standing up and trying to read the play.
And another run, and this time the Frogs there to answer the call, as it's only a gain of 2, but Gainesville still able to get positive yards as they continue to pound it.
I don't mind that, though. 2 yards is a good defense. Hold them to a 2-yard run. That's what you want. That defense at least holds them to a 2-yard run. Bullfrogs have to do this again, as it looks like Gainesville's going to try to air this one out. The quarterback's kind of giving this one away a little bit.
And now in the backfield, number 14 is going to be stopped behind the line. So a big play there for the Frogs. Able to get a loss of about 5 on the play. And a big second down stop there, as now that's going to bring up 3rd and about 14 yards to go with 7:30 on the clock.
And that's the difference between your starting quarterback and your backup quarterback. That quarterback was supposed to ride that guy through and option, come off him and run the ball. It was designed draw play, but he didn't even give his guy a chance to fake the handoff, and the Bullfrogs read that through and through.
And a high snap and the handoff, but met in the backfield and breaking a tackle though. And a late flag on the play, as the Gainesville player gained about 6 yards on the play on 3rd down.
Got a holding offense.
And there you go. So holding offense is going to bring that ball back. We'll see if Coach Welch elects to decline.
No, you accept that.
He's going to accept that. Hey, you never know. Do you trust the defense or not?
Yeah, but when you got 4th and 7 versus 3rd and 18, you want to take that 3rd and 18.
He just declined it.
I know my coach.
It's 4th down for them.
Hey.
So what he's doing is he's forcing them to make the decision. And if they don't convert here, Oh, we
got another player hurt.
Unfortunately here, that's going to give both teams to think about this 4th down, and it's 4th down and about 8. So it's 4th and long, and the Bullfrogs have the lead with 7 minutes to go. A big down for Gainesville. Their decision right now, do you punt the ball back to Lake Worth and try to get a stop, or do you risk it right now and try to get the first down? You're going to give the Lake Worth Bullfrogs great field position if you don't get it.
And look, maybe, no, just an injury timeout, or they were running over like it was a regular timeout. Oh, so they are calling a timeout here. So they're calling a timeout here. We're not talking about, specifically who may or may have gotten injured. Well, maybe we are, but for right now, it looks like they're on. So I think the quarterback now was one of the actual running backs that were in the game.
Yeah.
And so he moved back, and then number 2, it came up. They had a couple of guys. Now they have a couple of running backs that are now out of the game. So then the coach is calling a timeout so that if he needs to bring one of those guys back in, he can.
Exactly.
I think that's what it looked like now, because the guy that went off the field, he didn't look like he was hurt. It looked like maybe his cramps up. And so I see him putting his helmet back on, coming back to the field to play. So I imagine that's the case. Lots of times coaches will do that, especially in a game like this, fourth quarter, 7:02 left to go, down by 7, and you were on a march, but you've been kind of stopped stiff, and now you're put in a position where you have to get a first down.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt. If you don't get a first down here, the Bullfrogs offense a second ago made it look like they're just going to take control of it.
Yeah, they're going to be able to control the clock if they can run it. And right now, Gainesville looks like they are going for it. So, out of shotgun formation, 2 out wide left for Gainesville, 1 single receiver out right, 1 in the backfield. In the shotgun, they're going to fake the handoff. And scrambling now is the quarterback, and he gets wrapped up in the backfield. And that's a big time play by number 14, Jacoby Jones.
The senior right there showing that 101. The guy tried to give him the shake and bake, and Jacoby said, no, I don't need shake and bake, but I'll help.
He's a strong young man. All he needs is a shoelace, and he brings down the Gainesville player, and now the Bullfrogs in a position to run this clock down and hopefully get another score here.
Yeah, you remember the commercial? It's shake and bake and I help. You remember the commercial?
Oh, I do.
Okay. To make sure, I thought it was a good one, but.
Hey, that's a great stop, though, by the Frogs. Oh, man. Look at that.
Yeah, bad jokes here.
Wait,
here we go.
I haven't even heard that all season. Look at that. And here we go. Shotgun, 2 in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Cam Kimball, trying to fight through the middle. Somehow gets through the line, and he's going to pick up 7 yards on the play. Looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but such a big guy with so much power gets 7 on the play.
You're just seeing something different out of him last week and this week. I mean, I'd be amazed to see his yards this week. I mean, just huge. A huge amount of yards. You're seeing that. I mean, it's, man, phenomenal. You just keep going. You keep driving the ball. It's one of those things, if he can take it, keep giving it to him, because it's he has the gas.
There you go.
He's got a tank. His tank, he's like a Prius.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got that tank is on full.
And it's efficient, baby. And here we go. Under center, they're going to hand this one to Damian Moore. He's got space. 1 man to beat. Tries to shake him. And just enough to slow him down. Gainesville gets to him, but not until he gains about 20 on the play, and now down to the 25-yard line.
I'd love to have, like, the sound effects going, and like, skirt, 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 skirt. Because, man, he got to that one-on-one with that safety and gave him a little side step to the left. And the shake and bake. And that safety just buckled. And if it wasn't for the linebacker following behind, that safety would have been toast, buddy.
Yeah, but, hey, good play by the linebacking core to at least stop the play there. But, hey, that gives the Bullfrogs an opportunity to continue to run the clock down, as they're going to give it back to Cam Kimball, trying to fight outside. And Cam Kimball wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss on the play. No, they're going to mark him right back at the line. And so 2nd down and 10, and the clock still ticks. We're at 5:15 left here in the 4th.
That's one big thing I want to point out. You haven't seen Caleb Welch get sacked one time this game. Not at all. At all.
Hey, when they're running the ball like this, he hasn't even dropped back too many times tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't have to. And you hadn't seen a lot of guys get dropped for loss of yards either.
Exactly, and here we go. 2 out right, that's Mark Fulkerson and Isaiah Hall. Wide right Damian Moore and Cam Kimball in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to Damian Moore. Bounces outside. He's got some space. If he breaks the tackle, he does. And he's fighting past the first down, runs in to a receiver. But it's all good because they got the first down. And Damian might be a little bit frustrated. He saw the end zone. But at the same time, they are continually running down the clock.
Yeah, it's a great job by the Bullfrogs. Damian Moore you have Cam Kimball to look behind and see how he runs the ball and says, okay, I'm gonna run it like him. I'm gonna add a little more of my own shake to it, but I'm just gonna try to power forward. Damian Moore is not a big guy. He'll be a little bit bigger moving into next year, but he is not a very big guy. But man, he's putting on big boy moves right now.
He's elusive, and they're gonna go to Cam on the play. Cam fighting with about 10 guys around him. And that's a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Yep. Positive yards. That kid right there just knocking him down yard after yard after yard.
And my biggest positive right now is that clock. We're now at 3:45 here in the fourth quarter. The Bullfrogs are up 28-21 as we approach the final minutes in this game. The Frogs in the lead in the red zone, looking to tack on an extra 7 points here. And they're going to go back to that I formation. Wide left, Isaiah Hall in the slot, Mark Fulkerson. Damian and Cam in the backfield. They hand it to Damian Moore. He's got some room, and he walks into the end zone. Damian Moore puts 6 more points on the board for the Frogs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You love to see it. This is a game of attrition. Who's going to have more to give at the end of the game?
What year is it? Are we in like the 1960s? It's been absolute just running on both sides of the ball. Right now, the Frogs, though, have an upper hand.
Yes, they are. Loving it, loving it, loving it.
And Polito will attempt the extra point here. The kick is up, and it looks to be good, and it is. So 3:22 left on the clock. Frogs lead 35-21.
Hey, you're listening to Joey Wilcoxon, Chris White, and Josh Wilcoxon live on YouTube and live on MixLR. Hey, I know Facebook has kind of let us down. It's kind of been our Achilles heel all season long. But tonight we just folded over and said, hey, everybody on Facebook, check out the YouTube Live. We want to draw a lot of attention to the Lake Worth ISD YouTube page anyway. That's how we drive up traffic and we get everything going.
And
so we got about 94 viewers right now. Hey, you guys share this out. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. I want you guys to be able to celebrate with them and enjoy what's going on. There's still a lot of time left. Could be playoffs. I'm not sure. We're going to have to see. There's 3:22 left. We've seen the Bullfrogs put up 21 points in less than 4 minutes. So, the Bullfrogs had to dig deep. They don't have this one in the bag just yet. Just 2-score game. 3:22 left to go. We'll have to see. Yeah.
And the kick is off. It's going towards the sideline and bouncing out of bounds. So, that was close. It's funny because that same guy got caught in no man's land last time down, almost turned the ball over. But this time the ball is going to go out of bounds. And we'll see what the decision from Gainesville here is.
Well, there was a flag on the play. Josh, did you see that flag?
It's out of bounds.
Yeah. Was it just no, it wasn't the out of bounds.
I did not see where the flag even came from. I just see the one for down here that was for kick out of bounds.
Okay. There was a hit right here that happened that came out at the same time as the flag. Maybe that's what it was. It was just the out of bounds. I was going to re-kick it.
Yep. Hey, I'm cool with that. Hey.
I'm down, Charlie Brown.
Because it's funny because I feel like the Frogs are just close to recovering a kick here. And, of course, it's gonna take them back. But at the same time, this special teams unit from the Frogs, they are quick. They are fast. They are speedy. They get downhill. And I'm excited to see what they can do here as Polito lines up to kick this one once again. And you can see them, the Gainesville Leopards stacking towards the left side of the field as the kick is up and short. And it's going to go out of bounds once again.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I think you just got to squib that one kind of down the middle as you got pushed back. They may want them to re-kick it again. Yeah, and it looks like
Making them re-kick it again.
yeah, because they feel like their best opportunity to score right now is their special teams. That's exactly what this is telling you.
Well, they just got 10 yards without having to do anything, just on a kickoff.
So we'll see what the Frogs can come up with here. I mean, you see the return team on the field for Gainesville as the Frogs are going to go ahead and re-kick this one again. They're meeting up with Coach. The coach is on the sideline, and we'll see what the call is. It was Coach Welch and Coach Stederonsky talking over the situation. So now the Frogs are going to be kicking from their own 30-yard line. Of course, a 2-score lead now for the Frogs. So, of course, you know, you would expect Gainesville to get favorable field position off of this, but at the same time, 3:22 on the clock, and they got to score twice. And Gainesville only has 2 timeouts left as well, something to take note as Polito now lines up to kick it once again, and they're going to kick it towards the right side. It's a good kick, and it's about at the 36-yard line. He's going to return this down past the 50. They're going to spot him at the Bullfrog 47. Or 48.
And, you know, the Bullfrogs defense this is not unfamiliar territory for them. As earlier we had a punt that just didn't turn out the way we wanted to, and the Bullfrogs were able to stop and block that field goal. So here they sit, giving Gainesville great field position, but that defense is turned up full tilt right now.
Well, here's the thing, too. This is a run-dominant team, Gainesville. And, you know, when you're trying to fight the clock, and you got to score twice, you're in a sticky situation. Of course, now their backup quarterback in the game as well. So what are you going to do, Gainesville? This is going to be a tough decision for them. As was that a false start right there as number 1 on our side of the field.
Oh, they're calling delay of game.
Okay.
Delay of game a little bit worse than a false start there, Josh?
No, the exact same thing, still 5-yard penalty.
But hey, it's funny because
Can we do a delay game and false start?
well, hey, I give credit to number 1. He was the only one that was aware that, hey, maybe that clock is going to hit 0, guys. Maybe we should snap the ball.
Sorry, that was my homer call. That's my homer
there
call.
you go. And now dropping back, way back, and they're going to go for a screen play here. The Frogs got to make the play. Breaking 1 tackles. Number 4, he's got some space, and Mark Fulkerson on his back. Finally going to bring him down, but not until Gainesville picks up a first down.
Yeah, the Bullfrogs right here, this is the thing that, I mean, this is me, and, you know, don't nobody get mad at me. I don't want to see them play soft because there's 2 scores and 3 minutes left. I want them to finish this game strong and hard, pushing forward towards that, but we'll see what happens.
And here comes Gainesville. 14 dropping back. Throws it short, but hit hard. He's still on his feet. And what a play there. You know, hey, you gained – actually, they're not even going to give him a yard. So a short throw, a gain of 0 on the play. 2nd and 10, 2:48 on the clock.
There we go. There we go.
Maybe he stepped out of bounds because the clock is stopped. So here we go. Bullfrogs with trips to their right. A single receiver to the left. Isaiah Hall over the top for the Frogs. Looking to make a play here. Bullfrogs drop back in coverage. Rolling out. And a throw is short, and it's a first down for Gainesville. 2:41 as they move the chains. And now, here come Gainesville marching down to the red zone.
2:36 left to go.
And rolling around. Number 14, he's going to chuck this to the sideline. And hit by Fulkerson, a big-time hit. He does have the catch, but Fulkerson letting him feel that one. And 2:23 left on the clock. 2nd down and about 2 yards to go.
He laid the wood on him. I think the referee gave it to him because he hit him before he could get, and he hit him out of bounds. So, I mean, the referee gave him the catch.
And here we go. The snap a bit high. They're going to hand this one off. He's got some space. A flag on the play. It's in the end zone.
Got to hold an offense. Hold an offense.
So thank you, Josh. Seeing the eyes from a referee's perspective, letting us know, and the call from Josh is correct. That is going to be a holding call, so back them up 10 yards, 3rd down and 12 to go. Or 2nd down and 12. And this is going to be a...
So the Bullfrogs win this. If they can hold on to win this, then right now, I believe tonight, Canyon and Dumas are both playing each other. And whoever ends up in first place, looks like that's who the Bullfrogs will be playing.
There you go, guys. As Trips lined up to the right. 2nd down and 12. Play action. With some time, 14 rolling out left. He's got space, and he's going to walk out of bounds around the 14-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. And this is 100% 4-down territory, so they have 2 downs to get the 1st down, but 14 yards from the goal line, 2:10 on the clock. Bullfrogs up by 14. So if the Bullfrogs even let up the score here, Gainesville will have to recover an onside kick. They only have 2 timeouts.
You don't ever want to leave that to be the case.
You don't, but that is the situation at hand. They run the ball here, but great job by the D-line, making a huge stop here, and that's going to bring up 4th down and about 2 yards to go. So they do gain some positive yards. That's going to bring up 4th.
And the clock just keeps on rolling, baby.
Just keep ticking.
1:50 on the clock. Trying to keep you guys as updated as we can. 1:45. Okay, the clock is ticking. Gainesville does not seem to be in a rush here. And
I don't know, he's blowing it like to run the clock. They're running the clock. The clock is running.
yeah, I don't know what was that situation there. That's a tough break for Gainesville. Tripp's still outright. And it's a QB draw. It's 4th down, and the Bullfrogs sack him. They sack him. I guess it wasn't a sack because he was rushing, but that's a turnover on downs, and the offense will come to the field.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're standing up here. I haven't been able to sit down.
They're going to have to watch it now because number 54 and one of our guys almost got into a fight just now.
Yeah, I saw it there.
We're starting to get chippy now.
I mean, this is definitely that kind of situation in the sense of this is an elimination game for both teams, as now the Frogs in the driver's seat. 1:19 on the clock, leading by 14. Gainesville with only 2 timeouts, so this clock is going to be able to run down.
Sorry there, sir.
I know. Where'd my voice go? There we go. Hello again. Yeah, I was like, oh, Joey cut me off. Is my word limit out? And they're going to run the ball. It's Cam Kimball with the rock. And he's going to go down after about a 3-4 yard gain. And the clock's still running. Not a timeout called yet by Gainesville.
And here we go.
So 30 on the play clock. 1 minute just passed on the scoreboard. We are 55 seconds from the end of this one as Lake Worth in absolutely zero rush to get down to the line. As now the Frogs look to seal this one, as a great game here by the Bullfrogs tonight, just running the ball down the throat of Gainesville. And they snap it, give it to the sophomore, Damian Moore, just secure the ball, and he does. As now 30 on the clock, and we are nearing the end of the game.
Yeah, that's ball game, baby. That's ball game. Bullfrogs ain't even going to snap it again. As
20 seconds.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's all she wrote. The Bullfrogs are going to the playoffs again. And it's going to be a tough road. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's going to walk into it. But, hey, there was a lot to overcome the Bullfrogs to get into this new district. Not playing these guys before. A much tougher district than they've been in before in the past. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Bullfrogs win it.
What a great game. An absolute, throwback game. I mean, it was just running, both sides of the ball. But the Bullfrogs came out on top. Damian Moore and Cam Kimball. Cam Kimball, what a game from him. And the change of pace back. Mr. Sophomore Damian Moore just running down the throats of the opposition here tonight. And a great win as the Frogs take this one 35-21, and we will head out west in 2 weeks as the Frogs are victorious here tonight. So, hey, a little 2-0 at the end of the season. You know, hey, rough couple weeks there, 3-game stretch, and now, hey, we head into playoffs 2-0.
Yeah.
And now we see.
Yeah, we see all the players down here dancing, having a good time. You know, this is what you get. You know, you get a chance to get out here and have a good time. And that's the thing, the Bullfrogs, you know, we really wanted to see from them. We wanted to see this, what we see on the sidelines right now. This is what we want to see them having a good time. Last week we saw that full swing of them back, you know, firing on all pistons. And the Bullfrogs had like three big mistakes last week. This week they had 2 big mistakes this week. 2 big mistakes. And then the other, I will give Gainesville 1 touchdown. They had 1 touchdown. They really grinded it out to get that touchdown. The other 2 were 2 botch plays by the Bullfrogs, 100%. And so they're going to have to look at film. They got 2 weeks. You know, they played their hearts out, so I know there's going to be some guys that banged up from this one. And so they got 2 weeks to heal it all up, get it ready to go. And we're traveling to Amarillo to play our next game. That's a wee bit of a drive.
Wait, I thought it was Abilene. I was told Abilene. Are you sure? I mean, either way.
It's Abilene. Abilene's better than Amarillo.
I know. I looked at you like, oh my, okay. Hey, I'm okay with it. That's playoff football, baby. And hey, good call by Coach Welch taking the bye week at the end of the season. So the Frogs are going to be well rested. 2 weeks of preparation to go ahead and play out west. And man, this Frogs team, they bounce back. They bounce back, and it's exciting to see, you know, and especially Cam Kimball and Damian Moore had a rough little bit of stretch during district play, but that run game has seemed to bounce back in these last 2 weeks. I mean, just absolute domination. Last week at Burke Burnett, and here tonight at home against Gainesville, the Bullfrogs run game has been virtually unstoppable. I mean, when you're a coach able to run the same play over and over again and it continues to work, you know something is going right here for the Frogs O-line and for the running backs. And much appreciation there as the Bullfrogs played a fantastic game.
Yeah, it's a great job. You see them down there, they're getting up and getting down. I think it's something they do for every touchdown or something they've scored or how many victories they've gotten. So it's a great job. The Bullfrogs finished this season 6-4.
Yeah, not too bad. We had a great start. And
6-4. That's over 500. That's a big deal around here because it's the first time they've been 6-4. I think they went 5-5 the last 2 years underneath Coach Welch, rebuilding the program. And it's 6-4. There's nothing but the sky's the limit on this for these Bullfrogs. It's a great job. We love to see the progression. We love to see you had this game tonight.
Young guys.
You had 5 or 6 sophomores that were starting. It's a great job, great job. And but for that, we're gonna go ahead and cut this out.
I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Hey, Chris. Hey, it's been a great regular season.
Hey,
we
got another
one. Now it's not a schedule. It's a game by game.
There you go.
Game by game. Hey, guys, I'd like to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for flipping over to YouTube. We're going to do that next week, too. We're not going to bring up a feed on Facebook. We're going to bring it up on YouTube only. And the Facebook people, I'll just be on the channel this week, just priming it up, letting everybody know we're going to be on YouTube. We're not even going to try to mess with the connection and them shutting us down and all that stuff. So we're just going to be just on YouTube. So make sure you tune into that. And these games on these games on YouTube, once they're done, by Monday morning, they're gone. They're not gone. They'll put them in an archive because we don't like to leave them out there for anybody else to kind of look and watch film or whatever else it is. We like to try to limit that. At the end of the year, I imagine we'll release that and we'll kind of put out a package deal of the games that we have recorded. So so just make sure you tune in live. You can be on MixLR or you can also be on the YouTube page. Hey, we love you guys. We thank y'all so much for tuning in. For Chris White, Josh Wilcoxon, I'm Joey Wilcoxon.